At our engagement ceremony, the bride publicly called off our engagement. She said she and my assistant were truly in love. Then they ran away together. Without hesitation, I called my sworn rival. An irritated woman's voice came through the line. Young Master Yuan, was my gift not enough for you? Or did you call just to mock me? With a mischievous grin, I said, I am marrying you next month. At our class reunion 2 days later, someone suddenly asked, when do we get to celebrate your wedding? I replied, the 1st of next month. Every classmate froze, because Mikai's first love was getting married on the 1st of next month too. Embarrassment flashed across Mikai's face. Before the reunion was over, she pulled me into a corner. Yuan, didn't I tell you? I have something to do that day. Didn't I tell you to change the date? Why did you tell them? Our wedding was on the 1st of next month. I gave her a cold glance. Who said you were the bride? After Mikai stormed off, I took out my phone and called Dad. Dad, didn't you say the fiancé from my childhood betrothal had come looking for me? Tell her I am getting married on the 1st of next month. I just need a bride. Ask if she wants to come. Dad fell silent in shock. Didn't you insist on marrying Mikai? Weren't you planning the wedding? Did you fight again? Dad, just ask her. All right, as long as you have thought it through. I only want you to be happy. I replied, I will be. I had once loved Mikai passionately. I believed she was my destined soulmate. Our wedding date was set. I had been eagerly awaiting my day as the groom. But yesterday, I received the shock of my life. Yesterday afternoon, I was helping Mikai try on wedding dresses. After trying on my suit, I came out, but Mikai was nowhere to be seen. I looked around, and finally spotted her in a secluded corner by the window. My bride-to-be, Mikai. She was on the phone with someone. Her smile was sweet. A clerk holding a phone blocked my view. Mr. Yuan, you have a call. It was the wedding planning company I had hired. Mr. Yuan, Miss Mi says the groom's name was entered incorrectly. She wants it changed to Fang Yuan. Were you aware of this? Indescribable grief slammed into my heart. My rage nearly exploded. Though I already knew Mikai had betrayed me, I had still underestimated her cruelty. A month earlier, Mikai's first love, Fang Yuan, returned after 5 years abroad with great fanfare. I had a bad feeling. Then, the day before yesterday, as Mikai headed out, she left behind the red cord she always wore. She once called it proof of our love. It was also her lucky charm. She wore it every day. Holding the red cord, I chased after her all the way to a private club. There, I watched Mikai accept Fang Yuan's proposal. Someone asked, Mikai, aren't you about to marry Yuan? What will happen to him if you and Fang Yuan do this? Mikai answered without a care. Fang Yuan is sick. This is his final wish. As for Yuan, as long as you keep it from him, he will never know. Even if he finds out, he loves me so much, he will understand. He will not leave me. Fang Yuan embraced Mikai and nodded in agreement. I have put you in a difficult position, Mikai, but I do not have much time left. This is my final wish. I am sure Mr. Yuan will understand. Amid their friends' cheers, they kissed passionately. Outside the door, I left in anger. Hello, Mr. Yuan, are you still there? Do you still want to change the name? I once loved Mikai more than life itself. I could not live without her, but that was all in the past. Change it. And one more thing. Change the bride's name to. What should I change it to? I will send you the name shortly. The caller paused in surprise. And the wedding date stays the same. It stays the same. I took a deep breath and hung up. Then Mikai walked over. She hugged me from behind. Yuan, you look so handsome today. Do I? I looked at myself in the mirror. I did look handsome. But why? Would the fiancé I had loved for years and was about to marry betray me to marry another man? Handsome. You are the most handsome man in the world. Mikai stammered nervously, then said, There is something I want to discuss with you. I have something to do on the 1st of next month. Can we postpone our wedding? Something to do. I sneered inwardly. Her so-called plans were to marry another man. That was bad enough. She even planned to use the venue I had chosen and the date I had set, all while keeping me in the dark. Fine, then let us postpone it. My answer caught Mikai off guard. For no reason, she felt uneasy. I love you. Yuan, I will marry you. I promise. Just wait for me. I swear I will love you for the rest of my life. Something suddenly came up at work. Wait for me at home. Watching her hurriedly strip off the wedding dress and leave, I found her vows utterly ridiculous. I knew that, in Mikai's heart, I loved her without limits. Even knowing she was marrying someone else would not make me leave. But this time, she was wrong. Not only would I leave, I would get married on the very same day as her. When I got home, I began packing my things. Halfway through, Mikai came back. Yunmo. I came right back once I finished at the office. Did you miss me? She handed me a box of chocolates. I bought these especially for you. I am sorry I left the bridal shop early. Consider it my apology to my future husband. I was so furious, I almost laughed out loud. I remembered clearly. These were the chocolates Fang Yuan had prepared as wedding favors. She had obviously taken them from the proposal party and casually brought them back for me. Did she want to share the joy of being proposed to with me? What are you laughing at? Seeing me smile, Mikai grew nervous. Nothing. I took the box of chocolates. Then, from the corner of my eye, I caught sight of the hickey on her neck. The bright red mark was impossible to miss. I raised a hand and pointed at her neck. Your neck is hurt? Mikai looked down. She realized it was the mark Fang Yuan had left when he kissed her. Her heart clenched as she rushed to explain. Maybe something bit me by accident. I did not expose her lie. Your clothes are dirty too. Take them off. I will wash them for you. We have servants at home. How could I bear to make you do it yourself? I have always done it. What is different this time? Mikai thought she had escaped another close call. She quickly kissed me. Yunmo, you are so good to me. I took her coat. I looked at Mikai's face and gave a soft laugh. You think I am easy to fool, do you not? Perhaps I scrubbed too hard. I tore her coat. Mikai did not mind. Instead, she hugged me and said gently, It is okay. If it is ruined, throw it away. Just buy me a new one. She changed into another outfit, but the scent of another man on her body still would not fade. My lips curled faintly. Some things are better when they are old, aren't they? That is true. Mikai nodded. This coat was really comfortable. Too bad you ruined it washing it. Otherwise, I could have worn it a few more times. You should know, I am a very devoted person. She was a very devoted person. That was why the man she loved 5 years ago, even after vanishing for 5 years before returning, was still the one she loved. Then, what about me? What did my 5 years with her mean? Growing up, I never lacked admirers. After graduating college, I applied for a job at Mikai's company. The moment I first saw her, I fell for her. But I was proud and arrogant. I refused to pursue her first. Then, somehow, Mikai fell for me too. She began pursuing me relentlessly. At first, our difference in status made me afraid to say yes. Until one day, a fire broke out at the company. When the fire alarm rang, everyone ran outside. I had taken medicine for an illness and was resting in the break room. I noticed nothing. Mikai turned back and pulled me from the fire. In that moment, I decided to stay with her forever. I would love this woman with all my heart. 5 years. A full 5 years. I will always remember the day we got together. Mikai swore to heaven. Yunmo, I promise you, you are the only person I will ever love. Seeing how earnestly Mikai swore it, I held her and said, Mikai, I will love and cherish you for the rest of my life. Love made me afraid, and lacking confidence, I added, if you ever stop loving me, just tell me directly. I will let you go. I am faithful to you, and I expect the same from you. If you choose to betray me, I will never stay. Those vows still echoed in my ears, but her heart had long since changed. Or rather, her heart had never belonged to me from the beginning. I clutched the shirt. Still, I could not stop my eyes from reddening. What is wrong? Why are your eyes red? Seeing me like this, Mikai panicked. I am fine. Mikai betrayed me first, so I would keep my promise. I would not stay. After she finally managed to comfort me, Mikai tried to kiss the corner of my lips as usual, but I pushed her away. She coughed awkwardly and let go of me. Then she held out her hand for my gift. Where is the gift you promised me? I told her to wait. I returned to the bedroom. I took out the wedding invitations Mikai and I had chosen together. I took out a pen and wrote on the lines for the bride and groom. I wrote my name and Ruyan's. Then I placed the invitation inside a box. Downstairs, I handed her the box. Mikai looked curious. What is this? She tried to open it, but I stopped her. Open it on the 1st of next month. Hearing that date, Mikai's hand trembled. Was that not the day she was marrying Fang Yuan? Why? Because the 1st of next month was the auspicious day we were meant to marry. I smiled and taped the box shut. Now that the wedding has been postponed, I want to give you a grand gift. You will be surprised when the time comes. Okay. I love surprises. She tapped my nose. Then she threw herself into my arms. Yunmo, I am really happy today. Happy. The light in my eyes gradually dimmed. What was she happy about? Perhaps she was happy that another man's proposal had succeeded. Thinking I knew nothing, I was devastated. But Mikai could not see it. That night, Mikai went to shower. I sat on the couch scrolling through my phone. By chance, I saw a post from one of Mikai's close friends. It was a video of Mikai being proposed to. The caption read, "The love I once envied has finally found its happy ending. Tonight, let us celebrate at our usual spot." I froze. Just as I was about to open it, a comment popped up below. "You actually dared to post this. Did you block Yunmo from seeing it?" She replied, "Do you think I am that stupid?" Of course I blocked him. I stared at the comments, a mocking smile curling across my lips. When Mikai and I first got together, she took me to meet her closest friends. They all called me brother-in-law and reassured me, "If Mikai ever wrongs you, just tell me. I will definitely give her hell for you." That is right, brother-in-law. Do not worry. We will keep an eye on her for you. She will never fool around behind your back. If anything happens, you will be the first to know. But now, every one of them was helping Mikai hide the fact that she was marrying someone else. Within seconds, the post was deleted. Mikai soon came out of the bathroom. She had washed her hair but had not even dried it, and rushed out in a panic. "What is wrong?" I looked up at her expressionlessly, as if I had seen nothing. When I did not react, Mikai sighed in relief. "Nothing. I was just telling you I am done showering." As I got up and reached the door, I heard Mikai calling one of her close friends. "Are you out of your mind? Delete that post right now. What if Yunmo sees it?" "I told you. Yunmo absolutely cannot find out about this. Do you have a death wish?" "Fine. It is already deleted. He definitely did not see it. By the way, we set up this celebration for you. Why have you not come yet?" "Fang Yuan is already here." Mikai was still hesitating when I suddenly walked in. "Who are you talking to?" "Chu Lin and the others invited me out for drinks." "Is that so? I have not seen them in a long time." "Then I will come too. I could use a drink." I wanted to see if I showed up, how well they could keep their secret. Mikai made excuses the entire way, but could not stop me. She could only anxiously look down at her phone, warning her friends. When we reached the bar's private room, I immediately saw Mikai's friends. All four women were sitting stiffly upright, quietly drinking. They had not even hired anyone to drink with them. The moment they saw me, they all jumped to their feet. "Hello, brother-in-law. Do not worry. There is no one else here tonight. Just us women." I raised an eyebrow. "So, you mean a man like me should not be here?" They were all taken aback. Mikai hurriedly gripped my hand. "They did not mean it that way. They were only worried you would be bored. I did not mean anything by it either. It has just been a long time since we met. I came to mooch a drink. Since tonight is a girls' night, I will leave after this drink." With that, I picked up a glass from the table and drained it in one gulp. I pretended not to see the brief smiles that flashed across their faces. Then I turned and left. Mikai put on a reluctant act and hugged me. In a coquettish voice, she asked me for a kiss. I lowered my head and kissed Mikai's forehead. "I will not be home till late. If you get sleepy, go to bed. Do not wait up for me." I went downstairs and stood hidden around the corner. After waiting a while, I saw Fang Yuan, just as expected. He rushed upstairs impatiently and hurried into the private room. I stood by the door, where I could clearly see everything inside. Fang Yuan pulled Mikai straight onto his lap. "Honestly, why did you bring him?" "Now I had to hide because of him. You owe me a kiss to make it up to me." Mikai wrapped her arms around him and smiled. "I will give you the kisses." Smiling, she held the man's muscular waist. Then she pressed a kiss to his lips. "Ooh, look at you two. You are making us all jealous. Get out of here. What is there to envy? Which one of you does not have a few men around? Call them all over. Let us have some fun." Before long, they called in several men. Some drank with them while others played drinking games. The group soon got lively and began playing truth or dare. As it happened, Mikai was the first to receive a penalty. One of her friends teased, "Mikai, between Fang Yuan and Yunmo, which one do you like more?" Hearing that question, Fang Yuan did not get angry. Instead, he looked at her with a smile. "Tell the truth now. Do not choose me just because I am sick." "Yunmo." Fang Yuan's face stiffened slightly. "I am right here." Curled up in Fang Yuan's arms, Mikai said carelessly, "I like you too, but you were so heartless when you left me back then." Marrying you now is only to grant your wish because you are sick. The one who will stay with me until we grow old is Yuan Mo. We agreed on this. Do not let something like today happen again. Keep it hidden from Yuan Mo. He will not tolerate even the slightest betrayal. If he finds out Mikai is involved with another man, he will probably insist on breaking up with her. But she could not abandon Fang Yuan either. He returned home critically ill. His final wish was only to marry her. After all, he was a man she had once loved deeply. How could she bear to turn her back on him? As long as they kept Yuan Mo in the dark, then once Fang Yuan died, she would still marry Yuan Mo and care for him for the rest of her life. That way, neither man would be hurt. How perfect. Fang Yuan held her, gritting his teeth. Feigning calm, he said, I do not mind. I was the one who left you first. The fact that you are willing to give me this time already makes me very happy. I love Mikai. I do not want to hurt her boyfriend either. So everyone must keep Mikai's secret. I stood blankly outside the door. Every trace of color had drained from my face. Their words were like sharp blades, cutting through my heart again and again. They tore through my insides, leaving them a bloody ruin. I was in agony, wishing I were dead. Hearing Mikai's choice, I felt sick to my stomach. I never imagined that the woman I had loved for 5 whole years was rotten to the core. I leaned against the wall, my whole body shaking uncontrollably. My stomach twisted with sharp pain. The strength slowly drained from my body. I slowly collapsed onto the floor. I did not know how long it took before I recovered. With empty eyes, I forced myself downstairs. After only a few steps, I could not hold on anymore. I finally passed out and tumbled down the stairs. Help, someone. Someone fell down the stairs. I heard people shouting nearby. Then a crowd quickly gathered around me. Before I closed my eyes, I saw Mikai and her friends walking away one after another. They saw the commotion, but only glanced at it before leaving. How could they have known that the man surrounded by the crowd was me, the one who had already left? When I woke up, I was in the hospital. A nurse was changing my dressing. You are awake. How did I get here? You fainted from low blood sugar. A stranger brought you in. They have already left. What is your family's phone number? I will call them for you. No need. I shook my head. Just hearing Mikai's name made me sick. I dragged my heavy feet out of the ward to pay the bill. Before I had gone far, I heard some nurses chatting. Did you hear? A man and woman were admitted early this morning. Apparently, they were having sex at a bar. When they rolled off the couch and smashed into some beer bottles, the man was covered in glass shards. I saw them. They must have been going at it wildly. Who would have thought young people these days could party this hard? That woman looked rather familiar. I think she has been on television. She does seem familiar. What was her name again? I think her last name is Me. I froze in my tracks. Before I could ask for details, I caught sight of 2 figures approaching in the distance. The young nurse saw them, lowered her head, and hurried away. That is them. They are both good looking. How can they be so wild? As I watched the 2 draw closer, my legs felt filled with lead. I could not move. Just then, Mikai noticed me too. The moment she saw me, she immediately let go of Fang Yuan's arm. Yuan Mo, what are you doing here? She rushed over and looked me over from head to toe, her face full of concern. Why do you look so pale? Why did you not call me? And you, what are you doing with this man? Without betraying a flicker of emotion, I avoided her touch. Fang Yuan openly held out his hand to me. Hello. My name is Fang Yuan. I am Mikai's. He deliberately let the last syllable trail off, yet left the sentence unfinished. Mikai hurriedly added, he is just a good friend. Fang Yuan's expression changed, but he stubbornly said, nice to meet you. I am getting married on the 1st of next month. I hope you can come. At his words, Mikai's face darkened. Her dark eyes turned toward him. Fang Yuan, Yuan Mo does not know you well. Why are you inviting him to your wedding? He may not know me, but he knows you. And you and I are very close. So that makes us all acquainted, does it not? Hearing his blatant provocation, I smiled at Mikai and asked softly, Mikai, our original wedding date was that day too, was it not? You said you had something to do that day. Do not tell me you are going to his wedding? Mikai panicked and quickly shook her head. Of course not. There is something going on at work that day. I have to go abroad. Do not let your imagination run wild. Her guilt was painfully obvious, but I no longer cared. Sorry, I have plans that day. What a coincidence. Yes, what a coincidence. Because I am getting married that day too. The moment I finished speaking, Mikai looked at me nervously. What are you talking about, Yunmo? Did we not postpone our wedding? Seeing how nervous she was, I took a deep breath and steadied my emotions before saying, it is nothing. I was just talking nonsense. I turned to leave. Mikai started after me. I stopped her. Since you came to see a doctor with your friend, you should not leave him here alone. I will go home by myself. You do not need to worry about me. Watching me leave, Mikai's heart suddenly ached. Seeing her worry over me, Fang Yuan frowned. Mikai, I am in so much pain. My whole body hurts. Will you come home with me? Mikai was already upset by my attitude and had no time for Fang Yuan. Know your place. Do not provoke him again. After I returned home, I continued packing. I could not stay in this place for another moment. Fortunately, I did not have much. Soon, I had filled a suitcase. When I was done, I carried my suitcase downstairs. At the table, I saw the chocolates Mikai had given me yesterday. I gave a cold laugh and tossed them into the trash. The housekeeper saw me throw the chocolates away and asked in confusion, Sir, did Miss Mikai not give these to you? You do not want them anymore. I answered without expression. I find things used by other people filthy, but the chocolates are perfectly fine. How have they been used by someone else? The housekeeper did not understand why I was doing this. I could not be bothered to explain. I ran back upstairs and gathered the clothes and ties Mikai had given me over the years. I stuffed them all into a large bag. Take these and throw them out. The housekeeper hesitated. Sir, didn't you treasure these things more than anything? Miss Mikai gave them all to you. You could not even bear to wear them. Did you not hear what I said? I also took out the clothes and handbags I had given Mikai before. I brought them all out. Donate them. You gave all these to Miss Mikai. They were not cheap. I said donate them. I had given the order. The housekeeper did not dare disobey. She quickly carried everything away. After settling everything, I took out my phone and bought a plane ticket. I was going home. I would leave tomorrow. After booking the flight, a message popped up on my phone. It was from an unknown number. I opened it and found a suggestive, explicit photo. It was Mikai and Fang Yuan. Yunmo, unless you are an idiot, you should know that Mikai and I are not simply friends. You are wondering why we showed up at the hospital, right? It is because we got carried away while making love at the bar and accidentally got hurt. Also, I am getting married on the 1st of next month. The bride is none other than your girlfriend, Mikai. I was her first boyfriend. I have always been the one she loves most. For the past 5 years, you have only been a stand-in whenever she felt lonely and empty. Every word was dripping with provocation. Looking at the photos and those words, I could not suppress my anger. How could I not care after 5 years together? The hand holding my phone trembled slightly. Just then, Mikai came back. She hugged me from behind and murmured softly, Yunmo, why are you upset again? I am back. There really is nothing between him and me. We only did not come home last night because we drank too much. And Fang Yuan is my friend. He just returned from abroad. I did not run into him until this morning. Do not overthink it. Faced with her explanation, I raised my hand and turned off my phone. I understand. I pushed her away and quietly stared at her. Her face still looked as clean and pure as it had 5 years ago. So how had her heart changed? Unable to hold back, I gripped her shoulders hard. Mikai winced in pain, but the anxiety in her heart finally eased. If you are still upset, squeeze me a few more times. I do not mind, as long as you are not angry. So devoted, yet so revolting. I immediately gripped her arm hard again. She had asked for it herself. Mikai, do you remember what I told you? I could forgive anything else. But if you betray me, I will leave you and marry someone else. Mikai's face suddenly changed. Yunmo, what nonsense are you talking about? You are the only man I have chosen to grow old with. I will only ever love you. My heart will never change. Never. You love me most? So, you slept with another man and landed in the hospital. You love me most? Then you postpone our wedding for another man's wish, expecting me to take another man's leftovers. I looked up at her, as if I could see into her heart, and find out what she was truly thinking. In the end, I merely nodded and said nothing. I understand. Mikai hugged me again. I pushed her away. Whenever she came near, I remembered seeing her at the bar, wrapped in Fang Yuan's arms. It was too sickening to bear. It was only then that Mikai noticed the suitcase beside me. The relief she felt gave way to anxiety again. She grabbed my arm and asked, "Whose suitcase is this? Where are you going?" My mother said that since I am getting married soon, I should go home for a visit. I see. Mikai sighed in relief. I know. In some places, it is customary that the bride and groom cannot see each other before the wedding. Even though our wedding has been postponed, if you miss home, you can stay there a few extra days. I smiled but said nothing. I picked up my suitcase and started to leave. Mikai wanted to drive me. Let me take you home. I looked at her with a faint, mocking smile. No need. Isn't it said that brides and grooms like to cut loose before the big day? Mikai, you need that too. Do you not? Do you really think I am that kind of person? Mikai promised again. Yunmo, I will not do anything to betray you. After you leave, I will stay faithful. Until the day we get married. I lowered my head and let out a deep sigh, as though I had given up all hope. Fine, then take care of yourself. I am leaving. I pushed her away and left the house without looking back. Watching my retreating figure, Mikai was overcome by a strange feeling, though she did not know why. But she soon contacted Fang Yuan. When I finally returned home, my parents were overjoyed. They pulled me over and bombarded me with questions. You finally decided to come home. The Liu family has agreed. Ruyan will marry you on the 1st of next month. But did you not say that on the 1st of next month, you were marrying Mikai? Why did you suddenly change brides? That is right, you brat. Marriage is not something to joke about. Do not be ridiculous. Marry whoever you love. Your father and I are not so old-fashioned. I was exhausted. I did not want to say anything. Mom, Dad, I am so tired. I want to go upstairs and sleep. I dragged my exhausted body upstairs. Knowing I was in a bad mood, my parents did not press me further. All right, get some good rest. Before the wedding, I will find a time for you to meet that girl from the Liu family. No need. If she has no objections, we can meet on our wedding day. We have already decided to marry, so meeting beforehand does not matter. It was not until the eve of the wedding that Mikai finally sensed that something was wrong. At her bachelorette party, she complained to her friends. Yunmo has been ignoring me lately and will not answer my calls. Could he have found something out? How could that be? We covered it up so well. There is no way he knows. Just marry Fang Yuan tomorrow without worry. Yes, spend some quality time with Fang Yuan. He does not have much time left. As long as you get through this month, Yunmo will come running back to your side. Mikai was still worried, but it was already time to marry Fang Yuan. She could not worry about all that now. The next morning, I sat before the mirror in my bedroom. My mother was beside herself with excitement. She started crying as she laughed. My son is finally getting married today. Mom, getting married is a good thing. Why are you crying? How could I not cry? You brat have finally grown up, she said through her tears. Still, it is a good thing that we know the Liu family well. I have met Liu Ruyan several times. She had just returned from Jingdu. I hear she is a female military officer. And she is beautiful, too. She is no less of a catch than Mikai. As she spoke, Mom reached for her phone to show me a photo. I stopped her. Forget it, Mom. I will see her in person soon enough. Why look at a photo? I checked the time. It was already 7 in the morning. It was time to leave for the hotel. Mikai had probably set off too. It was time to tell everyone that I was getting married. I took out my phone and made a social media post. I am getting married. Congratulate me. Before long, the comments were all the same. Congratulations. 5 years of love has finally led to marriage. You are finally marrying Mikai. I am so jealous of you two. May you and Mikai be happy forever. I looked at those comments, and a bitter smile tugged at my lips. See, everyone thought I was marrying Mikai, but she was marrying her first love instead. While I was going to marry a stranger, Mikai had been distracted all morning. For some reason, she could not shake a bad feeling. Her friends assured her it was nothing. She was just overthinking it. So she let Fang Yuan drive the wedding car. He picked her up and took her to the hotel I had booked. Several long-lost friends approached, smiling. Congratulations. President Mi is finally getting married. Yes. Where is Yunmo? Why isn't he here? Mikai said awkwardly. I am not marrying him today. No way. Do not joke around. The person froze for a moment. Yunmo posted this morning that he was getting married. Is he not marrying you? Another person asked in confusion. That is impossible. The hotel and date are exactly the same. How could he not be marrying you? President Mi, stop messing with us. Mikai froze. What did you say? He posted that he was getting married today. She snatched his phone the instant she saw my post. Mikai's mind went blank. That is impossible. Who was he marrying? The next second, a car pulled up by the roadside. The person who stepped out was none other than me, dressed in a suit. The instant Mikai saw me, her expression changed drastically. She stood there, panicked, and asked, Yun Mo, why are you here? I got out and looked at the woman before me. A mocking smile curled my lips. I was about to ask you the same thing. Why are you here? I glanced at Fang Yuan standing beside her. He was wearing the suit I had chosen, standing where I should have been. Fang Yuan's expression was equally grim when he saw me. He had not expected me to come in a suit and steal his bride. For a moment, Mikai did not know how to explain herself. Mr. Yuan, you already knew that I was marrying Mikai today. That is why you came in a suit. You want to steal Mikai away, do you not? Fang Yuan coughed weakly. Mr. Yuan, please do not ruin my wedding. I am dying. I do not have long left. Once I am dead, Mikai will be yours alone. Can you not fight me for now? He sounded utterly sincere. When I remained unmoved, he bent over and bowed to me. More and more people gathered to watch. Seeing the scene, they all thought I was the other man. Mr. Yuan, I truly love Mikai, but I have cancer. My only wish is to marry her before I die. Please grant me this. But looking at him, I found him utterly laughable. Mikai finally could not bear it any longer. She helped the man beside her to his feet. Fang Yuan, do not do this. Yun Mo is generous. He will grant your wish. She looked at me, walked over, and took my hand. I am sorry, Yun Mo. I did not mean to hide it from you. Fang Yuan's condition is getting worse. I cannot know he is about to die, and still deny him his final wish. Be good. Go home first. Once my wedding to him is over, I will come back to you. I shook off her hand and said expressionlessly, Mikai, what makes you think I came here for you today? Yun Mo, stop making a scene. Fine. I wronged you over what happened today. When I get back, you can punish me however you want. That is right, brother-in-law. Things have already come to this. Just let Mikai and Fang Yuan be together. Her friends appeared out of nowhere. Every one of them urged me to stop making a scene. Mikai is still in love with you. If anything, it shows how responsible she is. Brother-in-law, you have always been generous. Just go home. I looked at the women before me and let out a cold laugh. Every last one of them was so generous. Too bad I could not be. I will say it again. I did not come here for you today. With that, I headed for the ballroom. But Fang Yuan blocked my path. Yun Mo, you refuse to grant me this, do you? Do you have to watch me die? The words had barely left his mouth when he suddenly stepped forward and slammed straight into a nearby pillar. Everyone gasped. Blood dripped from his forehead, staining his pristine white suit red. Fang Yuan's act wiped away every trace of hesitation and guilt in Mikai's heart. She pulled Fang Yuan into her arms and asked painfully, Why would you do this? Mikai, you know it. My greatest wish in life is to marry you. Now that Mr. Yuan will not grant me that wish, I might as well die right now. Do not worry. I do not blame you. I do not blame Mr. Yuan either. If anyone is to blame, blame my wretched fate. After saying that, he even spat out a mouthful of blood. Seeing him like this, Mikai lifted her eyes. Her gaze at me gradually turned cold. Yun Mo, will you not stop until Fang Yuan hurts himself? When did you become so cruel and heartless? Faced with her accusation, I only felt a sharp pain in my heart. So, in her heart, this was the kind of man I was. But it did not matter anymore. I had truly seen enough of this act. Mikai, the ceremony is about to begin. Let us go inside. Mikai helped Fang Yuan up. After one glance at me, she left without looking back. Someone came over and tried to comfort me. Yun Mo, there is really no need for this. Since Mikai said, he does not have long to live. Stop making a scene. Go home. So many people are watching. I told you, I did not come here for Mikai today. I am getting married today. In the ballroom next to Mikai's. If you have time, you are welcome to stop by. With that, I walked into the hotel lobby. The crowd exchanged looks. They did not know whether to believe me. Mikai is something else. Two men are fighting over her. When I entered the ballroom, most of my relatives had already arrived. Only the bride was nowhere to be seen. My mother was getting anxious. Could Liu Ruyan really not be coming? Do not be silly. The Liu family is already here. Why would Liu Ruyan not come? I heard she headed back yesterday. She is probably not here yet. Both my parents were anxious, while I alone sat there expressionlessly. I would be lying if I said I was not nervous. I was about to marry a stranger I had never even met. I did not even know whether she was ugly or beautiful, tall or short. Did I regret it? No. I was not getting any younger. It was time to marry. If she was not the woman I loved, then it did not matter who she was. The wedding officiant's voice rose from the ballroom next door. I lifted my eyes and glanced in that direction. At the same time, although Mikai stood before the officiant, her mind was still elsewhere. I was all she could think about. Mr. Fang Yuan, do you take Miss Mikai as your wife, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and care for her always, and never leave her for the rest of your life? Fang Yuan eagerly answered the officiant. I do, Miss Mikai. Do you take Mr. Fang Yuan as your husband, to care for him for the rest of your life, to hold no one but him in your heart, and never leave his side? Mikai had been thinking of me. She was so lost in thought that she did not even hear the officiant call her. Miss Mikai, do you take Mr. Fang Yuan as your husband? The officiant asked again. Mikai still did not respond. Fang Yuan grew anxious. The guests began whispering among themselves. Mikai. Fang Yuan reached over and tugged at Mikai's wedding dress. What is it? The officiant is asking you a question. Oh, sorry. Mikai came back to her senses. Just as she was about to answer the officiant, someone below the stage said, So Yuan was not joking. He really is getting married today. It is in the ballroom next door. No way. Is that true? Why not go see for ourselves? What are those two doing? They were together for 5 years without marrying. Yet now they are marrying other people on the same day. What a surprise. As they spoke, the guests rushed outside. For some reason, though she knew I was making a scene, Mikai could not stop her heart from panicking. She started after the crowd. Fang Yuan grabbed her and kept shaking his head. Mikai, do not go. Today is our wedding day. All our family and friends are here. If you leave me behind, I will be humiliated. Mikai took his hand. I will take one look, then come back. Yuan has always been level-headed. For him to act like this today, I am worried. What about me? Are you not worried about me? I am dying. With that, Fang Yuan broke into violent coughs. Mikai did not even look at him. I am sorry, but I have to go see. If Yuan really marries someone else, she will regret it for the rest of her life. I will go with you. Fang Yuan and Mikai stepped off the stage together. The guests below had no idea what was happening. The officiant stood frozen, unsure what to do. A perfectly good wedding, and both the bride and groom ran off. What kind of wedding was that? The auspicious hour for my ceremony was approaching, but the bride had still not arrived. Though the Liu family kept apologizing, saying Liu Ruyan would be here soon, the guests began talking. Could Mikai have been right? Could this wedding be a farce? Something Yuan arranged just to provoke Mikai. What are they playing at? So, which wedding feast are we supposed to attend? We should go to Mikai's wedding. It seems more reliable. This side does not even have a bride. Fang Yuan had initially been afraid that I truly intended to marry another woman, that Mikai would not bear the shock and take me back, and refuse to marry him. But now, hearing them say, the bride had not even appeared, he had even less to worry about. He could make a scene to his heart's content. Mr. Yuan, there is really no need for this. Fang Yuan walked over and said with false concern, You have made such a spectacle, letting everyone laugh at you and Mikai. Why put yourselves through that? When Mikai saw no bride, she felt relieved. She thought Fang Yuan was right. This had become such a spectacle that she was completely humiliated. Yuan, stop making a scene. Get down from the stage and go home. Wait for me there. I let out a scornful laugh. Wait for you? Mikai, what makes you think I would still wait for you? I waited for you for 5 years. And what did that get me? You are marrying someone else. Yuan, what will it take for you to go home? Mikai's face darkened. Seeing her like that, I found it nothing but ironic. When my bride arrives, and after we complete the wedding ceremony, I will go home. Yuan, stop pretending. There is no bride for your wedding today. Otherwise, why has she not arrived by now? Fang Yuan took Mikai's hand. Mikai, he is only trying to provoke you. That is why he put on this little show. Let us not indulge him. Can we go back? Believing Fang Yuan, Mikai turned to leave. I called after her. Mikai, since you are already here, will you not have a toast to my wedding before you leave? I stepped down, poured a glass of wine, and offered it to her. Mikai did not reach for it. Instead, she thought I was being ridiculous. Yuan, this is not funny. If you want to put on an act, You should at least hire a bride, instead of putting on a one-man show here. What do you mean, putting on a show? Dad finally could not stand it anymore. My son came here to get married today, not to put on a show. If you want to stay for a wedding toast, you are welcome to. But if you are here to cause trouble, leave now. Seeing my father, Mikai frowned. Uncle, even you are going along with this nonsense. Dad, do not mind her. I took a deep breath. Forget it. Unless Ruyan shows up, Mikai will never believe I am getting married. But it does not matter. Whether she believes it or not makes no difference. Enough. I do not have time for this. Yuan, if you really are getting married today, then I wish you a happy marriage. Mikai did not press the matter further. She was convinced I was just acting out. She drank the wine and turned to leave. Fang Yuan looked back. He flashed me a smug smile. The doors were pushed open. A woman, covered in dust, with filthy clothes, walked in. My parents let out low cries of surprise. Ruyan, you finally made it. I looked up. The woman I was to marry had finally arrived, but her face and body were covered in dust, and her clothes were torn. She did not look like someone who had come for a wedding, though I could not make out her features. Her bearing was undeniably extraordinary. Dad had said she was a military officer. Her upright posture and slender figure made me raise an eyebrow. At least she was not too bad. I'm sorry, Uncle and Annie. I'm late. Before Ruyan could explain, Fang Yuan cried out, Yuan, are you sure you want to marry a beggar? His voice was extremely loud. Everyone present heard him clearly. Mikai said impatiently, Yuan, even if you are trying to provoke me, you should not have brought in a beggar to bail you out. Do you really think this is amusing? Ruyan's sharp brows drew together. She glanced down at herself. She had just been in a car accident. She had pulled an elderly woman from beneath a car, which was why she looked so disheveled. But for them to mistake her for a beggar was truly going too far. She could not be bothered to explain. She lifted her eyes to look at her groom. He had an ethereal presence, and his looks were beyond question. The only question was what kind of man he was. Even if she were a beggar, I would still marry her today. Without hesitation, I walked over to Ruyan and took her hand. Mikai, let me introduce you. This is my wife, Ruyan. Mikai froze. She vaguely remembered me telling her that I had a fiancée I was betrothed to before birth. Her name was Ruyan, but back then, she thought I would never leave her, so she had never taken it seriously. But now, I was really going to marry that woman. Yuan, have you made enough of a scene? If you have, come with me. Mikai's voice began to shake. She grabbed my wrist, trying to pull me away. I did not move. Ruyan pulled Mikai's hand away. He does not want to go with you. Can you not see that? I had heard Yuan had a girlfriend of 5 years. So, you must be the woman. Ruyan looked Mikai up and down. She looked rather ordinary. Looks like her new husband has poor taste. Who are you? What right do you have to speak to me? Mikai finally panicked. Her heart raced, and her legs went weak. She had always thought I was merely trying to upset her. But once she realized I was truly marrying another woman, she finally began to panic. Can you not tell? I am Yuan's wife. Ruyan slipped her small hand around my waist. Seeing her touch me, Mikai's face turned utterly dreadful. Do not touch him. Mikai nearly lunged at her. My father finally lost patience. Mikai, this is my son's wedding. What do you think you are doing? Uncle, Yuan cannot marry another woman. He is my boyfriend. She tried to explain further, but Dad gave a cold laugh. He is your boyfriend. Then who is the man beside you? Miss me. We are all people who value our dignity. Today is my son's wedding day. I do not want a conflict with you. You would do well to leave now. Uncle, she is just a beggar. Are you really letting Yuan marry a beggar? Who called our commander Liu a beggar? A group of women entered from outside. They stood tall, looking valiant and imposing. Everyone present was stunned by the sight. Even I had not expected the dust-covered woman beside me to be a commander. A commander at such a young age. My wife was certainly no ordinary woman. People began whispering. Yes, and she is a woman too. That is far more impressive than being a CEO like Mikai. That is impossible. Mikai shook her head. She stared at me, shaking her head in disbelief. Yuan, you cannot marry another woman. You said you would only ever marry me. I looked at her helplessly. Have you forgotten? I made a vow. If you ever betrayed me, I would marry someone else. Mikai, that was the vow we made, was it not? Mikai was completely terrified. She finally knew I was not joking. I am sorry, Yunmo. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I will not marry Fang Yuan. I will never see him again. Please forgive me this once. Just give me one more chance, please. Guards, take her away. Ruyan spoke. All her subordinates stepped forward, surrounding Mikai. They were careful not to frighten me. Ruyan turned to ask my opinion. Husband, what do you think? That one word, husband, made my cheeks flush at once. I turned and met the gaze of the woman beside me. Her gentle eyes made me lose myself for a moment, but I quickly came to my senses. I nodded in agreement. I did not want to see Mikai right now. I only wanted this farce to end. Yunmo, I was truly wrong. Please forgive me. She refused to leave. She clutched my hand and would not let go. Are you really going to marry someone you do not love? I am the one you love. You loved me for 5 years. Have you forgotten? Yes, I had loved her for 5 full years. Through countless days and nights. Before Fang Yuan appeared, we had always been happy. But she made this choice herself. I had already given her a chance. She never truly valued it. Seeing the devotion in her eyes, I pulled her hand away again. I looked at her silently and said nothing. Seeing this, Ruyan said in a low voice, "Take her away." Mikai was dragged toward the door. She fell at my feet, frantically begging forgiveness. Yunmo, please do not marry her. I will marry you, all right. If you are willing, we can marry right now. It was the first time I had seen Mikai so humiliated. In the past, I would have been heartbroken for her. But now, I did not even want to look at her again. I closed my eyes and turned away, walking toward the stage step by step. Everyone, Mikai and I are both getting married today. My wedding is here. Hers is next door. Many of you here are friends of both of us. You may attend whichever wedding you choose. If you wish to stay, have a drink before you go. If not, you may leave now. When I finished speaking, Ruyan's people were already dragging Mikai out. But Mikai refused to leave, still shouting and making a scene. Fang Yuan shouted, "Mikai, stop this. Yunmo is determined to marry someone else. Can you not see that? Let us leave, all right. We can go back and get married. Get lost. Get away from me." Mikai's eyes were bloodshot. She shoved the man beside her away and snarled, "I will not marry you. Yunmo is the only man I will ever marry. But he does not want you anymore. He is marrying someone else." Fang Yuan frowned. He had thought I came to steal Mikai from him today. He had underestimated me. He never expected that I would marry on the same day as Mikai, and marry another woman at that. He knew Mikai loved me, even if she did not realize it. If this continued, he would have no chance at all. I do not believe it. He is mine. He will not marry anyone else. Mikai continued making a scene. The Liu family could not stand it any longer. "Miss, if you keep this up, do not blame us if we get rough." Mikai would not listen. My mother was the first to slap her. "Mikai, I have tolerated you long enough. You were with my son for 5 years. It would have been one thing if you had refused to marry him. But you even lied, telling him the wedding was postponed. In truth, you planned to use his wedding venue to marry another man. My son treated you so well, yet you deceived him again and again. If you keep causing trouble, I will beat you to death for my son. I will not leave. I am going to marry Yunmo. Ma'am, I will marry Yunmo today. I swear I will treat him well for the rest of my life." Mikai's face was swollen from the blows, but she still refused to leave. Ruyan's father was no ordinary man. With a single look from him, several people immediately rushed over and roughly dragged Mikai outside. Blood was already trickling from the corner of her mouth, yet Mikai still refused to leave. Fang Yuan spoke up then. "Yunmo, are you really going to stand there and watch Mikai get beaten? She has become like this because of you. Are you satisfied now?" I looked at Mikai, her face bruised and swollen from the beating, then walked over without expression. Ruyan stopped me. "If you need my help, just say so." I shook my head. "Thank you, but I want to handle this myself." Yunmo. Blood covered the corners of Mikai's mouth, but when she saw me, she still forced out a faint smile. "I will marry you. Let us get married right away, please." "Mikai, do not be foolish. I do not love you anymore, and I will not marry you." My words sent Mikai's heart plunging into despair. "That is impossible. You do not love me. How could you not love me?" "Yunmo, I understand now. You must have been involved with this woman long ago. Have you not?" Fang Yuan was determined to make things worse. insisting on stirring up more trouble. You were the one who betrayed me, Kai, first. And you are still pretending otherwise. I betrayed me, Kai, first? I laughed. Both my family and the Liu family can testify. That Liu Ruyan and I met for the first time today. We had never met before. But you, Mr. Fang, knew perfectly well that me, Kai, and I were dating. Yet you still asked her to marry you. If anyone betrayed someone, she betrayed me. Is that not right? Me, Kai, and I are completely innocent. She only agreed to marry me to fulfill my final wish. There is nothing between us. She has done nothing to wrong you. Fang Yuan was still making excuses for me, Kai. I took a deep breath and turned to me, Kai. What about you, me, Kai? Tell me yourself. Have you ever done anything to betray me? Me, Kai panicked. She shot me a guilty glance. After thinking for a long time, she finally shook her head. No, Yuan, Fang Yuan and I are innocent. We have not done anything. You are the only one I love. Hearing her say that, the last trace of hope I held for her was completely extinguished. Looking at her swollen face, I realized I had misjudged this woman all these years. I closed my eyes and handed my phone to a wedding staff member. Put these photos on the big screen for me. When the staff member saw the photos, he was stunned for a moment, but quickly did as I asked. Everyone looked at me in confusion, until one intimate bed photo after another appeared on the big screen, along with the taunting messages Fang Yuan had sent me. Photo after photo, message after message, all were displayed before everyone. Fang Yuan stared at me in disbelief. He never expected me to have saved everything. I had even taken screenshots of every message he sent me. Oh my God. How did this happen? Mikai is unbelievable. She actually claimed they were innocent. They slept together. What is innocent about that? In an instant, Mikai and Fang Yuan became targets of everyone's scorn. Mikai's face was so battered, her expression was impossible to read. She stood there blankly. After what felt like an eternity, she finally turned to the man beside her. She grabbed his wrist, her grip incredibly tight. Fang Yuan, I told you. Know your place. Do not provoke him. Are you insane? You actually sent those photos to Yuan. She looked utterly terrifying. Fang Yuan was frightened. I am sorry, Mikai. I love you too much. That is why I did it. Please forgive me. Mikai, have anything else to say? I am tired. Truly tired. I never wanted things to come to this. But Mikai stubbornly denied it to the bitter end. Unless I put the evidence right in front of her, she would never stop clinging to me. Mikai fell silent. She collapsed straight to the floor. Head lowered, she did not say a word. My father told someone to drag her outside. This time, Mikai did not resist. Liu Ruyan had not involved herself from beginning to end. When I saw her again, she had changed into the white wedding gown. Her face was clean and neatly groomed. Only then did I get a clear look at my future wife's face. She was beautiful. Liu Ruyan stood before me, dashing, bright, and radiant. Since she arrived, her impression of me had improved each time, especially when I put those photos on the big screen. She had to admit, it felt incredibly satisfying. Now that the unwanted guests are gone, can we continue? Liu Ruyan held out her hand to me. I nodded and took her hand. Her hand was different from Mikai's. It was slightly rough, her palm covered in calluses. Yet it gave me an unexpected sense of security. Marrying me. You will not regret it, will you? A captivating smile curled on Liu Ruyan's lips. I will not. I turned to look at her. It was my own decision. I will not regret it. Good. Liu Ruyan looked at me with admiration. Neither will I. As the wedding went on, repeated knocking sounded outside. Someone said Mikai was still causing a scene outside. She had finally realized I was marrying another woman. Still unwilling to give up, she wanted to force her way in and take the groom away. But Liu Ruyan's people held her back firmly. She could not get in at all. After the ceremony ended, Liu Ruyan took me around to toast the guests. When we reached the table of friends Mikai and I shared, they all said, Yuan, you found a wonderful woman. Mikai is truly awful. Exactly. Today was supposed to be your wedding. So how did it turn into Mikai and Fang Yuan's wedding? It was completely outrageous. Yuan, congratulations on your marriage. Whatever you do, do not look back. I smiled. Do not worry. I will not look back. I drained my glass in one gulp. Then I glanced toward the entrance. I would never return to Mikai for the rest of my life. One wedding kept us busy from 7 or 8 in the morning until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I was utterly exhausted. After seeing my friends off, the wedding was finally over. Our parents still had relatives and friends to entertain. So Ruyan and I left first. Can we leave through the back door? Just as I was about to open the front doors, I stopped. I was afraid Mikai was still outside. I did not want to see her. Ruyan saw my concern and nodded. All right. We will leave whichever way you choose. You are my husband. I will listen to you. She leaned closer. Her beautiful face drew closer and closer. My face instantly turned red. Ruyan could not help but laugh softly. You get embarrassed so easily. You do not seem like someone who dated for 5 years. What about you? I could not help asking as I looked at her. Miss Liu is so beautiful. You must have had plenty of boyfriends, right? Miss Liu. Ruyan raised a brow. Who do you think you are calling Miss Liu? She kept flirting with me. My blush spread from my cheeks to the tips of my ears. The smile on her lips grew brighter. I am just not used to it yet. I lowered my head. I could not bring myself to say the rest. But Ruyan would not let me off the hook. Not used to what? Not used to calling you. Calling me what? My wife. I looked up at her, annoyed. Ruyan chuckled. Then she answered loudly. Yes, husband. Realizing she was teasing me, I felt a little frustrated. Just as I was about to get angry, Ruyan took my hand. All right. If we are going to flirt, we can do it at home. It is not quite appropriate here, husband. We have decades to take our time. Ruyan led me out through the back door. The moment we got in the car, I saw Mikai chasing after us in the rearview mirror. She still refused to give up. As Ruyan was about to drive off, Mikai ran after us, shouting, Yunmo, do not go. I was wrong. I was really wrong. Please forgive me. Fang Yuan was chasing after her too. Mikai, wait for me. I cannot run anymore. Ruyan glanced at me. Want me to do something about it? No. Before she could finish, I cut her off. I looked away without expression. My voice calm. Drive. Ruyan did not hesitate. She stepped on the gas, and the car sped away. Mikai could not catch us. She stood frozen in place for a long time. Fang Yuan ran over, breathlessly grabbing hold of her. Mikai, Yunmo is already married. Please stop chasing him, all right? Let us go back. The guests are still waiting for us to get married. Get married? What wedding? Mikai sneered. Can you not see? Yunmo is gone. He left with another woman. Yunmo is gone. But you still have me. You promised me. You promised to marry me today. Did you not? Fang Yuan smoothed his disheveled hair, forcing out a faint smile. Let us go back. We can get married right away. Go away. I will not marry you. Mikai ignored him. She walked forward, step by step, like a living corpse. Her eyes were vacant, her steps aimless. Seeing her like this, Fang Yuan panicked. Please, do not be like this. Yunmo does not want you, but I want you. Mikai, have you forgotten? I am dying. You promised me. You would marry me before I die. I do not love you. I love Yunmo. If I marry anyone, it will only be him. Mikai blinked. Without Yunmo, I will die too. The moment she said that, she collapsed to the ground and passed out. Fang Yuan was startled. Mikai. In the car, I stared out the window, exhausted in body and mind. I closed my eyes, hoping to rest for a while. Ruyan casually grabbed a throw blanket from the back seat and tossed it to me. Cover yourself. Do not catch a cold. I took the blanket and smiled at her. Thanks. Where are we going now? Back to the Liu house to get my things. After about half an hour, the car finally stopped outside the Liu residence. Before I could get out, she had already pulled open my door. Come on, husband. Help me pack so we can go to our new home. I had bought a house. I had planned to move in when I married Mikai someday. I never imagined I would be moving in with a stranger instead. I got out of the car. Looking at the mansion before me, I could not help frowning. This house was even bigger than Mikai's. I glanced at the woman beside me. Curious. My family was not poor, but we were hardly wealthy either. How had my father ever arranged a betrothal before birth with such a prominent family? What are you looking at me for? It is not mine. It is my father's. He has money. Ruyan smiled faintly. I am honest and incorruptible. From now on, you will have to support me. After packing her things, Ruyan followed me to our new home. It was decorated in black and white. The moment you entered, it felt cold. Ruyan looked around. Even the sheets and curtains were black and white. She stood there with no desire to go inside. What is it? Noticing her expression, I shrugged. You do not like it. Is that not how a man's room is supposed to look? I do not like it. Ruyan suddenly perked up. Are you free? What are you planning? I took a few steps back, with a faintly bad feeling. I want you to come somewhere with me. Ruyan took me to the mall. She picked out some cute ornaments, along with pretty bedding sets. They were all girly colors, bright and colorful. Just looking at them gave me a headache. We have only been married for a few hours, and you are already invading my bedroom. Are you unhappy with that? Ruyan turned and asked me, does Mr. Yuan want a divorce? I am ready anytime. I was speechless. I had not expected the woman I married to be such a firecracker. You have quite a sharp tongue. You are not so bad yourself. Why were you not like this around Mikai? At the mention of Mikai, I lowered my head. My mood suddenly sank. Forget it. If you do not like them, we will not buy them. As she turned to leave, I quickly grabbed her. We will buy them. Excuse me. Please wrap up everything my wife chose. I will pay by card. Seeing me pull out my card with such grand generosity, Ruyan laughed again. Are you not afraid I will spend you broke? Buy whatever you want. All right, you said it. Ruyan bought many things, including her own toiletries. When we got home, she began redecorating the room. From the bedding to the toothbrushes and towels in the bathroom, she replaced every last one. Even the slippers I had worn for years were thrown out. She replaced them with matching pink and blue slippers. All the toiletries became matching couple sets. Ruyan bustled around the room. I watched her silently from the side. We had dated for 5 years, but I had always been the one doing everything. Now a girl had suddenly appeared and taken over my chores, and she was my legal wife. My feelings were complicated. After she finished tidying up, Ruyan looked a little frustrated too. When her father had called and told her to hurry back and get married, she had hesitated. After all, they had never met, and she had heard he had a girlfriend of 5 years, yet had refused to marry her for years. Who knew I would suddenly agree to marry the Ruyan? She had not wanted to at first, thinking she was coming back to clean up the mess from his old relationship. Then her father told her that I was getting married on the same day as my girlfriend. Only then did she find it interesting and rush back. Now that she had actually met me, she found me even more interesting than she had imagined. By the time everything was done, night had fallen. Ruyan yawned and climbed straight into bed. Only when I saw her lie down did I come to my senses. We were married. By rights, we should sleep in the same bed. But I still could not accept sharing a bed with someone on the first day we met. You sleep first. I am not tired yet. I sat on the sofa and pretended to read. Ruyan saw right through my little ploy. Smiling, Ruyan got out of bed. All right, I will stop teasing you. I know you are exhausted today. Get some sleep. She went to the guest room. I breathed a sigh of relief. As I looked at the moonlight outside, Mikai's image rose in my mind. She had been beaten badly. I wondered how she was now. I clearly did not love her anymore. I had told myself I would never think about her again. Yet I still could not stop thinking of her. As I sighed and prepared for bed, my phone rang. Looking at the flashing number, my grip on the phone tightened. It was a call from Mikai. I did not want to answer, but it kept ringing. In the end, I answered it. Yun Mo, if you have any conscience left, get to the hospital now. Mikai is dying. It was not Mikai on the other end. It was Fang Yuan's voice. My heart clenched, and I sprang up from the sofa. What did you say? Renai Hospital. Come or do not come. I do not care. Fang Yuan hung up. I sat there, my mind in complete chaos. I did not want to see Mikai again. Not for the rest of my life. But when I remembered the wedding, where the Lias and my mother had beaten Mikai, if anything really happened to Mikai, both the Liu and Yuan families would be in trouble. I could not ignore it, so I headed out, planning to find Mikai. Seeing me come out, Ruyan frowned and asked, where are you going? Mikai is dying. I have to go see her. Seeing how anxious I was, Ruyan gave a cold laugh. Just as I thought. You still cannot let her go. Besides, she is a woman, yet she is making a scene about dying. She is a disgrace to women everywhere. I explained my reasoning. If you are free, come with me. If not, I will go alone. I will come with you. I want to see what trick she is trying to pull. We hurried to the hospital. Mikai had just been wheeled out of surgery, still unconscious. Fang Yuan was still in his suit, sitting blankly beside her bed. When he saw me, he charged straight at me. His nails nearly scratched my face. Why? Why did you have to ruin Mikai's wedding and mine? Ruyan blocked Fang Yuan, leaving him to rage helplessly. He could only rage helplessly, watching Mikai lie unconscious because of you. Watching her refuse to marry me. Watching her unable to forget you. You must feel pretty smug, right? Ignoring his crazed outburst, I frowned and walked to Mikai's bedside. Her face was pale, her eyes tightly shut. She truly looked like she was dead. If the surgery was successful, does that mean she will be all right? Yunmo, Yunmo. With her eyes closed, she called my name. Mikai looked tormented. Her hands kept reaching through the air, as though trying to grasp something. Fang Yuan eagerly reached out and clasped her hand. Mikai, I am here. Yunmo, you are not Yunmo. She flung Fang Yuan's hand away. Her emotions began to spiral. A nurse came in. Can you not hear the patient calling for Yunmo? Which one of you is Yunmo? Go calm her down now. Can you not see how agitated she is? Do you want her to die? With no choice, I walked over. I took Mikai's hand. I am here. Sure enough, Mikai gripped my hand. After hearing my voice, she calmed down. When Fang Yuan saw this, his eyes slowly dimmed. He turned and left with heavy steps. Only the three of us remained in the room. Mikai kept a death grip on my hand. I knew I would not be leaving tonight. Ruyan, you should go home first. It is fine. I am not tired. Ruyan swung her long legs up and lay down in the visitor's recliner beside us. I will stay here with you tonight. Seeing her lie down and close her eyes, I did not press her. After staying with Mikai all night, I woke slumped beside the bed, my legs and feet completely numb. When I opened my eyes, I found Mikai was already awake. She was gazing at me with love in her eyes. I tried to pull my hand free, but Mikai would not let go. She clutched me tightly. My right arm had gone numb. Helplessly, I said, "Let go of me." "No, Yunmo, I will never let go of your hand again. Not for the rest of my life." Mikai struggled to sit up in bed, but had no strength at all. I sighed and helped her sit up. "My hand is numb. You cannot plan to hold on to me like this forever, can you?" When I said that, she had no choice but to let go. Once she released me, I prepared to leave. Mikai panicked. "Yunmo, where are you going?" "To the restroom." Mikai looked at me tenderly. "Yunmo, you have forgiven me, have you not? You stayed here with me all night. That means you still love me. You still care about me, do you not?" If I had not seen her with my own eyes, entwined with Fang Yuan in a private bar room, if I had not known that the moment I left our home, she could not wait to bring Fang Yuan into our bed, perhaps I would have believed her. But now, I only found it laughable. "Mikai, do not misunderstand. I only came because I was afraid something would happen to you and damage the reputations of the Liu and Zhang families. Nothing more." With that, I went into the restroom. Mikai nearly jumped out of bed. Then Ruyan appeared in front of her. The moment she saw Ruyan, Mikai's expression darkened. "Ruyan, what are you doing here? Is it not obvious?" Ruyan folded her arms across her chest, staring coldly at the woman before her. "Mikai, right? Yunmo kept rejecting me because of you. Over and over again. Yunmo rejected you for me." Mikai's guilt deepened. She had always believed that no other women had ever come into my life all these years. She thought no one but her would ever want me. It never occurred to her that I had long been engaged to a woman even more remarkable than she was. Only then did she realize just how terribly wrong she had been. If she had another chance, she would never have agreed to marry Fang Yuan. "All right, you are awake now. My husband and I are going home to rest." Ruyan could not be bothered arguing with her. When she saw me come out of the restroom, she grabbed my hand and said forcefully, "Come on, let us go home. I am tired." I did not want to stay any longer either. I was about to leave with Ruyan. "No, Yunmo, do not go. Do not leave me." In her panic, Mikai fell straight out of bed. She was too weak to walk, so she simply crawled across the floor. I frowned when I saw her like that. "Mikai, why put yourself through this? Yunmo, please do not go. I really know I was wrong. Please, do not leave me. I am begging you." Seeing her in such a state, Ruyan's anger surged. She walked over, hauled Mikai off the floor, and threw her back onto the bed. "If you are a woman, stop dragging this out. I am warning you. Yunmo is my husband now. Do not bother him again, or I will not be so nice." Ruyan ignored her after that. Holding my hand, she led me out. She walked quickly. Not until we got in the car did Ruyan turn and ask me, "I just took you away like that. You do not have a problem with that, do you? You are not stupid enough to go back and grovel at her feet, are you?" The woman before me was beautiful, but her tongue was vicious. I had only just begun to think well of her, and it vanished in an instant. That is none of your business. I am your wife. Ruyan leaned closer. There was barely any space between us, close enough to see every pore on each other's faces. As I looked at her face, my heart suddenly began racing uncontrollably. What are you doing? I tried to lean back, but Ruyan moved even closer. Frightened, I squeezed my eyes shut. Then, with a click, she fastened my seatbelt. Ruyan glanced at my flushed cheeks, then smiled and sat back. What did you think I was going to do? Kiss you? I quickly turned away and blurted out, no, though you should kiss me. Why? I looked at her, confused. What decent woman spends her wedding night at the hospital with her husband all night, and for his ex-girlfriend, no less? Seeing the displeasure all over her face, I lowered my head. I am sorry. I did not mean to. I wanted to leave last night too, but I was afraid something happening to her would affect my father. Then kiss me, and I will forgive you. Ruyan pointed to her cheek. Kiss me here. I looked at the woman before me and kissed her cheek. It was only a kiss. Yet Ruyan's heart pounded like a drum. Damn it. She had never been intimate with a man before. She could barely hold herself together. You must be hungry. Come on, let us get breakfast. Ruyan was a little embarrassed. She hid her fluster with a cough. Then she hit the gas and sped away. Her speed startled me. Slow down. All right. I have to listen to my husband. Ruyan slowed down and gradually calmed herself. After I left, Mikai felt like life was worse than death. She tried to get out of bed, but the nurse stopped her. Miss Me, your injuries have not healed yet. Your body has not recovered either. You should stay in bed. I need to find Yunmo. I need to find him. Do not stop me. Do you mean the young man who stayed with you last night? He already left by car with his wife. The young man who brought you here was called away by the doctor. He will be back shortly. The nurse's words brought Mikai back to her senses. Wife? His wife? Yunmo is married. He really got married. He married another woman. No. As long as they have not legally registered their marriage, they are not truly married. She is not his wife. I am Yunmo's wife. She was growing increasingly agitated, and the nurse could do nothing with her. Just then, Fang Yuan rushed in excitedly, clutching a report. Mikai, you are pregnant. As if struck by lightning, Mikai sat frozen on the bed. She looked at Fang Yuan in disbelief. What did you say? You are pregnant. You are carrying our child. Fang Yuan excitedly wrapped Mikai in his arms. He had waited so long for this day. Impossible. Wasn't I taking birth control? Mikai gripped his arm, her face dark with fury. Fang Yuan pressed his lips together, lowered his head, and said cautiously, One time, I forgot to remind you to take your birth control pill. I thought it would be fine. I never thought you would actually get pregnant. Mikai, did you hear that? You are pregnant. His arm hurt from her grip, but Fang Yuan did not care about that. Mikai, let us have another wedding, all right? You are pregnant now. Your belly will grow day by day. Let us get married soon, okay? The moment he finished, Mikai shoved him away. Impossible. I told you. I will not marry you. Her face turned cold. She stared at him with a chilling expression. Besides, do you not have cancer? Were you not supposed to have less than a month to live? The child in my womb. I will not let my child be born without a father. Who has cancer? A doctor entered on rounds. Hearing Mikai, he asked curiously. Miss Me, did you say Mr. Fang has cancer? Yes. Does he not have cancer? Is he not dying? No. Miss Me, have you made a mistake? Mr. Fang is in excellent health. The child you are carrying is healthy too. But you have just had surgery. As long as you recover carefully, you and the baby will both be fine. Mikai suddenly understood. She finally realized it had all been a lie. They were all lies Fang Yuan had told to make her marry him. She was furious. She swept everything off the table and onto the floor. You lied to me, Fang Yuan. How dare you deceive me? Seeing how angry she was, Fang Yuan became afraid. He hurriedly shook his head and explained. No, that is not it. I did not know either. The doctor misdiagnosed me. I really did not lie to you. The doctors immediately understood what was happening. They quickly backed out of the room. Only Fang Yuan and Mikai remained in the spacious hospital room. Fang Yuan lowered his head, not daring to speak. Mikai glared at him viciously. Why did you lie to me? Terrified, Fang Yuan hurried to explain. I did not mean to. Mikai, I just love you too much. I could not bear to watch you marry Yunmo. That is why I lied and said I was sick. You lied that you had cancer. You made me tell Yuan to postpone our wedding. Behind my back, you sent him photos of us in bed and taunting messages. You even deliberately kept me from taking my pills, so I would get pregnant with your child. Fang Yuan, Fang Yuan. How did I never see what kind of person you really are? The Fang Yuan from 5 years ago was innocent and kind. He was nothing like this dark, frightening, manipulative man. Compared to him, Yuan was practically an angel. What had she done to lose such a wonderful man? Mikai regretted it so deeply. She wanted to slap herself again and again. There is 1 million on this card. Mikai threw the bank card in her hand before Fang Yuan. Take it and leave the country. I will abort the child I am carrying. Fang Yuan wondered if he had heard her wrong. He remembered asking Mikai before whether she liked children. She had clearly said she did. She even said she would love one even more if it were their child. But now, she actually said she would abort their child. Mikai, do you even know what you are saying? The child in your womb is ours, your own flesh and blood. And you are telling me you want to abort it. Mikai raised her eyes without expression, as cold-blooded and emotionless as a machine. Strictly speaking, it is not even a child yet. It is less than a month old, just a cell. Her red lips parted slightly, but the words she spoke were utterly cruel. Cells. He never expected her to say something so cruel. Fang Yuan shook his head and backed away step by step. Mikai, that is your child. How can you say that? A child? What child? Mikai's friends came to visit her. The moment they entered and saw Fang Yuan's grief-stricken face, they knew what had happened. Mikai, you and Fang Yuan are having a baby. Please help me. With nowhere else to turn, Fang Yuan did not know who else to beg, so he could only beg them. Everyone was startled to see him like this. Brother-in-law, please get up first. Do not kneel before me. Mikai wants to abort our child. Please, help me talk her out of it. Mikai, have you lost your mind? Her friends went to the bedside and tried to persuade Mikai. Yuan is already married. There is no chance for you to now. And now you are pregnant. You should marry Fang Yuan as soon as possible and have this baby safely. Has your grandfather not always wanted a great-grandchild? You like children too. The child I want is one with Yuan, not one with him. Mikai's face darkened, her tone icy. If you are really my friends, stay out of my business. They felt somewhat sorry for Fang Yuan, but they also knew full well that I was the person Mikai had loved most all these years. Though she had given into impulse and done something that betrayed me, I was still the only one in her heart. Now that she wanted to win me back, there was no way she could keep the child in her womb. So they did not try to persuade her further. Then get some rest. We will head back first. Seeing that they were about to leave, Fang Yuan panicked. Several men had appeared by the door, blocking his way. Mr. Fang, please come with us. No, I will not go. Fang Yuan shook his head. He wanted to beg Mikai, but he could tell Mikai had made up her mind. She would never keep this child. Mikai, please keep the baby. If you keep it, I will leave immediately. Take me to the doctor for the procedure. Get the child out of me immediately. Those icy words shattered Fang Yuan's last hope. He collapsed onto the floor, too weak to struggle anymore. In the end, 2 men dragged him away. Mikai was sent back into the operating room. Fang Yuan never imagined he had planned to use the baby to force Mikai to marry him. He had only learned she was pregnant less than an hour ago, and now his child was about to be taken from him. Fang Yuan still roared weakly. I want to see Mikai. I want to see her. Spare our child. Seeing how pitiful he was, Mikai's men tried to comfort him. Mr. Fang, you are still young. You will still have a wife and children someday. After that, Fang Yuan passed out from overwhelming grief, completely losing consciousness. By the time he woke up, Mikai's procedure was already over. Mikai sent someone over, who tossed him a bank card. There are 5 million on it. Ms. Mi told us to give it to you. Looking at the card, Fang Yuan felt a chill settle deep in his heart. 5 million. Before, it had only been 1 million. After the abortion, his price had shot up. Ms. Mi also bought you a plane ticket. The flight leaves this afternoon. Fang Yuan gave a cold laugh. He never expected Mikai to hate him this much. She had only just had the procedure, yet she already wanted him gone from her sight forever. I want to see her. Sorry. Ms. Mi said she will not see you. With that, the man locked the hospital room door. When it is time, I will take you to the airport. Holding the card, Fang Yuan suddenly burst into wild laughter. But as he laughed, he began to cry. After dealing with Fang Yuan, Mikai was soon able to get out of bed. Ignoring the doctor's orders, she dragged her aching body back to the home she shared with me. The house was empty and cold. I was gone. All my belongings were gone too. Sharp pain pierced her heart again and again. Only then did she remember the gift I gave her on our 5th anniversary. Fighting through the pain, she went upstairs and found the box. She tore off the tape. Mikai impatiently opened the box, but there was no gift inside. There was only a wedding invitation lying quietly within. Her hands trembling, she opened the invitation and saw the words printed on it. They clearly read, Bride, Ruyan. Groom, Yuan. Clutching the invitation, Mikai crumpled to the floor. So he had known about her and Fang Yuan all along. He had long ago decided not to marry her. Since when? No wonder. On the day she saw him at the hospital, he said he was getting married on the first day of next month. He had not been joking. It was true. He had already decided to leave her. Mikai wept. She looked back at the empty room. Mikai staggered downstairs. Is there anything Yuan left behind in this house? The maid froze for a moment. After thinking for a long time, she shook her head. Mr. Yuan threw away the clothes you gave him. He donated the watches and things like that too. He took all his own belongings with him. We cleaned out the room. There is nothing else. No. There is one more thing. Mikai looked at the invitation in her hand. She never expected the last thing she had connected to me would be my wedding invitation. Miss, didn't you go off to marry Mr. Yuan? Why did Mr. Yuan not come back with you? The maid asked curiously. Not only had he not returned with her, but Mikai had become so weak. That is right. I have to bring Yuan back. The maid's words lifted Mikai's spirits. She ordered someone to find the Liu family's address and had them drive her to the Liu residence. I am here to see Liu Ruyan. The maid gave her a wary look. Miss Liu is not home. She took her husband to the stables early this morning. The stables? Yes. Miss Liu said she is taking her husband abroad for a vacation soon. There will be plenty of horses to ride there. Her husband cannot ride, so Miss Liu is teaching him first. Their honeymoon. Rage surged through Mikai. She rushed to the stables without delay. The air at the stables was fresh, and the view around us was wide open. My mood improved considerably. Come here. The woman in the distance waved at me. For a moment, I was dazed. This striking, spirited young woman radiated irresistible charm with every movement. She wore riding gear, leading a small horse by the reins. The smile at the corner of her lips had the men nearby completely captivated. One man walked right over and asked for her number and social media. I frowned, and my expression immediately darkened. I strode over, took the man's phone, and entered a string of numbers. The man treated it like a treasure and ran off happily. Liu Ruyan asked curiously, Did you really give it to him? Yes, I gave it to him. I gave him mine. I raised an eyebrow. What, did you want to give him yours? Heh, you are jealous. Liu Ruyan was very pleased by my reaction. She smiled at me, then pointed to the horse beside her. Do you like her? I stroked the horse's mane. The horse shook her head contentedly. Give her a name. Would that be all right? Can I name one of the stable's horses? She is my horse. I am giving her to you. Really? I never expected Liu Ruyan to own a horse. I said excitedly. Then I will call her Starlight. She can be my little brother. She is female. Then she can be my little sister. Whatever you want. After getting me on the horse, Liu Ruyan spent half the day teaching me. Only then did I barely learn how to ride. Is it fun? Then take me riding with you. She took me onto her own horse. The horse was a little high-strung. The moment we got on, we had barely gone a few steps before we nearly fell off. Liu Ruyan cried out, and we fell from the horse. Are you all right? I held her tightly, shielding her, and anxiously checked her over. My stare made Liu Ruyan's cheeks burn. I am fine. I think I may have twisted my ankle. I'll take you inside to rest. As I carried her away, Mikai arrived. The moment I saw her, I frowned. Shouldn't you still be in the hospital? What are you doing here? Mikai looked utterly disheveled. Seeing me holding someone else made her heart ache even more. Yuan, I miss you so much. Will you come back with me? There were many people around us, all from our social circle. Everyone knew Mikai, but none had ever seen her like this. They were all rather shocked. Mikai, was I not clear enough? I am married now. Go back with you? Go back where? Come home with me. Come back to our home. Mikai's eyes were red and swollen. She truly missed him. Miss me? Have you gone senile? Liu Ruyan's face turned cold, and her commanding presence surged. Yunmo is my husband. I am married to him. He will not go with you. He never will. Do you understand? Shut up. Mikai glared viciously at her. Who do you think you are? I am talking to Yunmo. This is not your place to interrupt. Is that so? Ruyan raised an eyebrow. She hated being challenged more than anything. Who am I? I will show you exactly who I am. Before the words faded, she lifted her head and kissed me on the lips. I never expected her to do that. My eyes flew wide open. I did not know whether to push her away. But she whispered in my ear, "Do not move. Move again, and I will be angry." I did not dare move, so I could only let her kiss me. Watching this, Mikai was nearly furious enough to explode. Ruyan, let him go. I will not let you touch him. She lunged at us, trying to pull us apart. Ruyan simply sidestepped. Mikai lost her footing and fell straight to the ground. She rolled before finally stopping. She looked utterly disheveled. The people around them watched the spectacle, pointing and whispering about Mikai. She had it coming. She did something unforgivable to someone else. And now it is too late for regrets. Love that comes too late is worth less than dirt. If she'd known it would come to this, why did she do it in the first place? Ruyan looked at her and sneered. Miss me, this is your final warning. Do not disturb Yunmo and me again. He is my husband now. He will be my husband for the rest of his life. You cannot take him from me. Mikai struggled to her feet. Married people can still get divorced. Do not get too smug, Ruyan. Yunmo loves me. Do you not know that military marriages are protected by law? Ruyan considered that. What you are doing counts as interfering with a military marriage. You could go to prison. Understand? I looked at her and laughed helplessly. Ruyan really did think fast. Yunmo, do you truly not have even a trace of feeling left for me? Mikai did not want to speak to Ruyan. She looked at me, hoping I would change my mind. Forget it. I steadied myself and took a deep breath. Then I said calmly, Mikai, I will say this one last time. We are over. Completely over. From the day Fang Yuan returned, when you secretly picked him up from the airport and took him home. From when you postponed our wedding, only to accept his proposal. From the moment you kissed him passionately in that bar. We were already over. Mikai stared at me in disbelief. You knew? Yes, I knew everything. I gave a faint smile. Mikai, I am truly glad that it only took me 5 years to see who you really are, rather than a lifetime. I am already married to Ruyan. I will be her husband for the rest of my life. I will love her and care for her. As long as she does not betray me, she will be the only woman I ever love. After saying that, I added, do you not like Fang Yuan? Were you not going to marry him? We are over. Do whatever you want. I do not like him. You are the only person I have ever loved from beginning to end. But I do not love you anymore. Do not appear before me again. You are so annoying. With that, I helped Ruyan leave the racetrack. Once we were in the car, Ruyan said nothing, but a smile remained on her lips. Noticing her smile, I frowned. What are you smiling about? Nothing. I am just happy. Ruyan joined the military after graduation. Though there had been plenty of men around her, she had never known what it felt like to love someone. But today, she seemed to understand. What is there to be happy about? I did not understand Ruyan's mood. I just knew that if Mikai kept hounding me, I would be driven crazy. The tickets are already booked. We leave for our honeymoon first thing tomorrow morning. As if she could read my mind, Ruyan spoke up. I smiled. Thank you. Who are you thanking? Ruyan turned to look at me, gazing at me with tender affection. Thank you, my wonderful wife. Wonderful wife. That is what I am calling you? My heart raced faster and faster. Ruyan looked at me, her cheeks flushing crimson with shyness. I looked at her swollen, reddened foot, and pulled up outside a pharmacy. I soon came back out of the pharmacy, opened the passenger door, and took off Ruyan's sock. Ruyan looked at me in confusion. What are you doing? Let me check your foot. Did you not twist your ankle? It would be bad if it became red and swollen. Thank you. Watching my careful movements, Ruyan felt her heart stir. She lowered her head and kissed my cheek. That brief, feather-light kiss alone made me blush all the way to my ears. She was always teasing me, but when she actually kissed me, she would still get flustered and not know what to do. Seeing how adorable she was, I let out a soft laugh. So even Commander Liu can blush. Who is blushing? I gently massaged her ankle. Ruyan let out a quiet cry. Startled, I immediately let go. Does it hurt? No. She shook her head. I looked at her, but Mikai's image surfaced in my mind. Whenever Mikai twisted her ankle before, I would buy medicated liniment and massage it for her too. The pain would make her cry out. I would also let go in a panic and ask if it hurt. Those memories felt as vivid as yesterday, but everything had changed long ago. You are thinking about her. Ruyan could tell. It is not so easy for me to let her go. That is true. 5 years together. How could you just let it go? I will never think about her again. I cradled Ruyan's face. I will fall in love with you. Ruyan smiled and said, you will have to love me, whether you want to or not. Mr. Yuan. Then, Miss Liu, I hope we can take care of each other for the rest of our lives. All right, let us go home. Ruyan drove us back to the Liu family estate. That night, I had my first meal with the Liu family. They all seemed very fond of me as their son-in-law. Again and again, they told Ruyan to take good care of me and not bully me. How would I dare bully him? Ruyan placed food on my plate. Are you not afraid he will bully me instead? Yuan is so kind. How could he ever bully you? Mom, you are playing favorites. Ruyan sounded displeased, but she could not hide the smile at the corners of her lips. Warmth filled my heart. I truly love the warmth of the Liu family. Then a servant spoke up. Miss, there is a drunk woman outside. She insists on seeing the son-in-law. Ruyan set down her bowl and chopsticks and exchanged a look with me. Who is it? Yuan. Do you know her? Ruyan's mother asked curiously. I nodded. Just a crazy woman. Ruyan cut me off. Do you want to go out and see her? Or would you rather leave her to me? I said quietly. I do not want to see her. Ruyan glanced at her parents. Mom, Dad, I am going out for a moment. Keep an eye on Yuan. Make sure he finishes that bowl of food. Go on, you little brat. At least you know to care for your husband. When Ruyan stepped outside, she saw Mikai shouting at the iron gate. Yuan, come out. Come out and see me. I regret it. I know I was wrong. As long as you forgive me, I will do anything. Ruyan leaned against the wall, arms folded, watching her without expression. Only after Mikai had shouted herself hoarse and was too exhausted to shout anymore did she open the gate. Have you shouted enough? The moment she saw Ruyan, Mikai looked as if she had seen an enemy. She rushed forward and grabbed Ruyan by the collar. Give Yuan back to me. He is mine. He is my boyfriend, do you understand? He was once. But you did not cherish him. You slept with another man. You hurt him. And you still will not let him leave you. Mikai, you are far too overbearing. This is between Yuan and me. It is none of your business. I cannot be bothered talking to a drunk. Catching the strong stench of alcohol on her, Ruyan raised an eyebrow and asked, what will it take for you to leave Yuan alone? I want him to come out and see me. I want him to come home with me. Impossible. Ruyan took out her phone. Leave now, or I am calling the police. Call them, then. Yuan would not just let me go to the police station, would he? He definitely would not. Fine. Let us find out. Without hesitation, Ruyan called someone over. As the police dragged Mikai away, she was still calling my name, but I could not hear her at all. I was sitting on the couch with Ruyan's mother, watching television. We were happily talking about Ruyan's childhood. We were having a wonderful time. Then my phone suddenly rang. It was the police station. Mr. Yuan, do you know Miss Mikai? She is drunk and has been causing trouble. Please come down here. I looked up at Ruyan. I knew Ruyan had called the police. Sorry, officer. I do not know her. I hung up without expression and continued chatting with Ruyan's mother. At the police station, Mikai could not believe I would abandon her. Impossible. He would never abandon me. Call him here. I want to see him. Whenever she got into trouble before, I was always the first one to worry about her. Once, she stood up for someone and was brought to the police station after a fight. Yuan had been the first to arrive, before anyone else. When he saw she was hurt, his eyes reddened with anguish. How could he claim not to know her? Enough. Miss Mikai, please stop causing a scene. Everyone knows Mr. Yuan has married Commander Ruyan. He is someone else's husband now. He has nothing to do with you anymore. Even if you call him, he will not come. The police reluctantly let her go. That is enough. Do not cause trouble at their doorstep again. He does not care about you anymore. No matter how big a scene you make, it will not change anything. Mikai sat blankly in her chair. Her heart slowly died. Yes, he was married now. He was no longer her boyfriend. No matter how she made a scene, he would never care about her again. She had lost me. She had lost the boy who loved her most. And she regretted it so deeply. The day Ruyan and I left for our honeymoon, we went home first. My mother took an album from my room and quietly handed it to me. Yun Mo, this album is full of photos of you and me Kai. You used to treasure it so much. You would not even let us touch it. I found it while cleaning your room a few days ago. You are married now. You cannot do anything foolish. This album, what do you think we should do with it? I glanced at the album. I had no desire even to open it. During our first year together, Mikai gave it to me as a gift. She said we would travel to many places every year and take countless pictures. She wanted me to put them all in this album, so we could look through them when we were old. 5 years later, the album was nearly full, but our love had ended. Mom, throw it away. Can you really let it go? I casually tossed the album into the trash. I gave a cold laugh. What is there to let go of? The people I cannot bear to leave now are you and Dad. I will be abroad for over a month. I will miss you both. Silly child. It is only a little over a month. It is not as if you will not return. Besides, as long as you and Ruyan are happy, I will be at ease. My mother patted my shoulder. Ruyan is a good woman. You must treat her well. I nodded. I will. All right. Yun Mo, it is time. We should go. Ruyan called to me from downstairs. I called back, coming. We got in the car. At the airport, I thought I caught sight of Mikai. But when I looked again, she was gone. What are you looking at? Ruyan asked curiously. She followed my gaze around the area, but saw nothing. I shook my head. Nothing. Let us go. After passing through the gate, I held my head high and walked on. I never looked back. After I left, Mikai slowly stepped out from behind a pillar. She had watched me leave with her own eyes. Her heart felt as if it were being torn apart. She truly loved him. She truly could not forget him. But he hated her now. He did not want to see her again. Mikai refused to give up. She decided to wait for my return. Over the next month or so, Mikai changed a great deal. She waited for me to come back, so she could show me how she had changed. At last, Mikai waited until I came back. The first thing Ruyan and I did after getting off the plane was to go to the hospital. When Mikai drove to the hospital, we had just left the doctor's office. I held Ruyan's hand, gazing at her lovingly as I reminded her. The doctor said, "You are not allowed to eat so much ice cream anymore. Do you hear me? I know. I only had a few too many. Look how worried you got." Ruyan smiled and looked up at me, her hand settling over her stomach. "When our baby grows up, do you think they will take after you or me? A baby?" At that, Mikai froze. Her mind went blank. She could no longer think at all. It had only been a little over a month, yet he and Ruyan were already expecting a baby. She had thought she still had a chance. How could he already have a child with someone else? Had he not said they were still young? Had he not said he would not have children so soon? Why was this happening? I smiled, stroked Ruyan's hair, and said fondly, "If it is a boy, he should look like me. Handsome. If it is a girl, she should look like you. Beautiful." Ruyan could not help patting my shoulder. She said, "You are so full of yourself." I caught her little hand and held it in my palm, asking with love in my eyes, "Is this your first day knowing me? We have not known each other long, but I will spend my life protecting you and our baby." Lost in our happiness, we passed right by Mikai, without noticing her at all. I was happy now. I had fallen in love with Ruyan. I would never think of Mikai again. Mikai knew there was no longer any chance she could be with me. She remembered something I had once said. "Mikai, if we ever have a baby, I will put on a grand fireworks display for you, to celebrate our baby's birth." That night, Mikai ordered someone to set off a dazzling fireworks display downtown. It did not stop for a full 3 hours. As the fireworks bloomed across the sky, Ruyan and I were dining at a restaurant. Everyone watched the fireworks outside, taking out their phones to snap pictures as they exclaimed, "Today is not even a special occasion. Why are there fireworks all of a sudden? What, do you like them? If you do, I will put on a show for you too. Then, when I have a baby, you have to give me a sky full of cascading fireworks too." "All right, I promise." Hearing them, my hand holding the knife and fork froze. I slowly looked up. Beneath the fireworks glow, my handsome face was instead tinged with melancholy. "What is wrong?" "Nothing." I placed the sliced steak before Ruyan. "Eat more. You are eating for two now." I drew my gaze away from the fireworks and took a bite of my sliced steak. It is delicious, but as I ate, my eyes began to redden. I pressed my lips together and gave a faint smile. Mikai, you are the one who set off those fireworks, aren't you? What a pity. I was supposed to be the one setting off those fireworks for her, but everything had changed. Still, thankfully, I had moved on. I had a happy